Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 60 of the Aluminum Screen. I am Emmett, as always, joined by the lovely Brandon, my one and only co host here. We have a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Brandon has seen some movies. I have not because I'm a fraud. We have some fun news to talk about. We got some trailers, the Resident Evil trailer, the Odyssey trailer, the Tony trailer, and a lot more news stuff. Before we get into all of that, Brandon, how are you? What have you watched? How have you been?
I've been good. I was just telling you before that I got
You
gifted
you
by.
can't let people know we talk before.
Oh, well, I was thinking it before. I was thinking about telling you this before. I was gifted hundreds of loose DVDs by a woman in a Goodwill parking lot. Um and so I went through and now I've got a case on the way for them because they were just loose and I'm set. I now have too many DVDs than I know what to do with, including
So
for the
sick.
show the Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles, which I had never heard of before, but Cersei from Game of Thrones is in, so
We just did a bit
I'm
of a
gonna
deep
watch it.
dive.
Yeah, but yeah,
I
it's
think
got.
you're
I
the
mean, it had
only
like
person who has that show. I think you're the only one who could watch it. I don't think anyone else has been able to
it
watch
might
it.
be it might be lost media. Yeah, but
It might be.
yeah, I mean, there are some heaters in the stack. There are some absolute stinkers and duds in there too. But, like, I got the Lord of the Rings trilogy on
Oh,
DVD with the
wow.
special features for Fellowship and Return of the King, 2 Towers, no special features, unfortunately.
Damn.
But, like, the Spider-Man trilogy on DVD,
That's so
there
sick.
was Mission Impossible, only 3 and 4. None of the other Mission Impossibles, but I like 4. I don't love 3, but that's alright.
But you have
Yeah,
it.
so I'm kind of on cloud 9 from that.
That's
Also,
awesome.
my cousin, uh, got a bunch of, like, Godzilla VHS tapes that I'm
No
gonna be buying off
way.
him, so
Stop.
they're, like,
Can
super
I,
old, like Godzilla versus Mothma, like,
how much are you buying them for? And can I offer $1 more to your cousin?
uh, no, I'm not telling you. I'm not letting you do that.
That's so sick. Oh my God. That's awesome.
So, I'll get those in sometime soon, but yeah, it's been a good week
Hell
for
yeah.
the physical media hunt. And I mean,
That's
last week I
awesome.
got all 4 Avenger movies for $12 total on 4K, which was
4K
a
nonetheless.
crazy find.
I'm never getting over that. I actually can't believe that.
So, yeah, I've been good. I have been watching movies. It felt like I watched more this week than I actually did, but I only got 5 in this week, so I'm kind of on
Only.
fraud watch as well, but well,
Yeah,
maybe
equal.
6 actually,
We're
but
equally on fraud watch for sure.
yeah.
I watched 25 minutes of a movie.
Well, that counts. Also, I'm almost done with season 1 of Andor, so either tonight or tomorrow, I'm finishing that. Um, what a show, man! I'm super late to the season 1 hype for Andor, but
Heard about this little show. I
yeah,
don't
I
know
don't
if
know if
anyone's
anyone's
seen
heard of
it.
this.
It's called The Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah, I'll have to compare which one's better.
You
Which sci-fi show would do you prefer? Andor or
definitely, after you watch through all the Star Wars stuff, you gotta give us a ranking.
Yes, yeah, well, I'm doing that. So Rebecca and I are watching through them. We've only we watched Star Wars, the first one, yesterday, and it was great for me. So I watched it and then literally flipped over to the Knicks playoff game where they won by like 40. So it was a great night for me last night. And then we started Empire Strikes Back because I have that one on VHS. So we
Mm,
watched that one for like 30 minutes. We paused right when he got to
okay.
Dagobah, and then after that, and then we finished it this morning.
Hell
So,
yeah.
good movies. I
Great
enjoy them.
movies.
Um, I can give you a ranking now if you like. It won't be that
Sure. Let's get
entertaining
it.
ranking.
Let's get a top two.
One I've got now this was a tough one because I gave both of them 4.5.
Oh, wow.
So pretty critical of them, I guess you could say. But
That's very yeah.
at 1 right now, I've got Empire Strikes Back,
Nice.
and
Respectable.
if you're doing the math at home, 2, I've got Star Wars: A New
Hell
Hope.
yeah. Dude,
But
they're people don't like Return of the Jedi. They're stupid. The whole original trilogy is just incredible, man. It really is. You could have listed those in any order, and I'd be like, yeah, I respect that. Not many like
well,
that out there.
it's it's so good. It is also fun watching them with Rebecca because I mean, I showed her the first Star Wars a while ago, but she, like, didn't remember basically any of it. So that was cool. And then she was like, "Oh, Han and Leia, they're gonna end up together, right?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then in Empire Strikes Back, when Luke and Leia kiss, she's like, "What's going on here?" I don't I and she knew obviously the Darth Vader twist because she's been alive on Earth, since the movie came out, but I don't think she knows that Luke and Leia are related yet.
That's awesome. You gotta watch Return of the Jedi as soon as
I
possible.
know, that's why I was I was like, "Alright, when are we watching Return of the Jedi? We gotta finish this trilogy." But,
That is
yeah,
dangerous.
I'm excited to
That's
for that
crazy.
revelation to come.
That is
So,
sick.
yeah, I'm also excited because the ones that I have to watch for, like, the movies that I haven't seen yet is Solo and The Last
Fun.
Jedi and Rise of Skywalker.
Nice. The big 3, as many would say.
Yeah, so the best 3 I have The Last Jedi might there's potential there that I might like
There
that one,
is. I
but
go
the
back
other
and forth
2,
on that movie.
we'll see, but
Yeah, I feel like you'll probably like The Last Jedi quite a bit.
I hope so.
I feel like if you're disconnected from, like, Star Wars, like, if you don't romanticize it and it's not like you're not a nerd, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I feel like Last Jedi
Mhm.
is kinda like people like it more. I have mixed feelings about it. It depends on the day for me.
Mm. I'm waiting for them to make a Kit Fisto movie. That's my goat.
Oh, so true. That'd be awesome. Wait, was he in oh, no, that's Mundi who was in The Acolyte. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe he,
Keanu Reeves back in The Acolyte? And they
Yeah, people
canceled
were
the show?
mad. Well, they got his age wrong, and people were mad or something. I honestly don't even know. I
Is
don't even
Mundi is he's the one who he, like, has to stay on his planet and, like, bang the
But
whole time?
yeah, yeah, he has like a yeah, he's got the big
Mm.
forehead, and he
Yeah,
no one else is allowed except for him to I
which
mean, I
is
guess he's
great.
not forming attachments, he's just straight up he's just getting to
Isn't he,
it.
like, a bad guy too? Or maybe I just made that up.
I don't think so.
I
I
thought he
mean,
did
they're
something.
all he might have. I honestly don't know. He's old, I know that.
Oh, well, that's bad. No, he's not a bad guy.
A
People just
Kyrian
apparently
man.
criticize him for his arrogance.
Wow, many such cases. That's kind of their whole thing in the prequel. That's kind of the point.
Hmm.
Wow, he's got a lot. His execution on Maigito, famously.
Oh. But yeah, the prequels are, like, totally unexplored for Rebecca, so I'm excited to see that.
That is exciting. I love the prequels, man. I really do. They
Mm.
rock.
I
I
was
think The
looking
Phantom
through
Menace is genuinely great. Like, truly. Like,
oh,
I think that is a fantastic movie.
I disagree a lot.
Attack of the Clones, it's the nostalgia lens or whatever you wanna call it. Like, I like that movie, but I don't think it's, like it's probably not a good movie. Phantom Menace, that is a great goddamn movie.
So last time when I watched the prequel trilogy for the first time, like 2, 3 years ago maybe, I liked Attack of the Clones more, and I've
Mm.
stuck firm on that, that I'm like,
Attack of
"No,
the
Attack
Clones
of
is
the Clones
fun.
is better." But I will say, when I was looking through my letterbox review, and I had to change it and take this out because I was like, "There's no way that I thought that was true." I said, about Attack of the Clones, I said, "This is everything I want in Star Wars." I don't know what the hell I was talking about. That can't be
This is
true.
this is everything I want. Wow,
Well, I
what a
remember at the
claim.
time when I watched it, I was, like, really into, "Oh, this, like, trade stuff is really interesting."
Mm,
That they're diving into
the f
these blockades
the
and
one
how that's
guy.
affecting it. I know, I was me and George Lucas, we're the only 2 that are like, "No, this is actually really cool."
That's true. There's some good stuff in Attack of the Clones. The Anakin and Obi-Wan chasing the, like, shapeshifter, that's really cool. The, like, droid stuff is cool. Yoda with a lightsaber is cool. People don't like that, but it's
Mm.
cool.
Mace
There's
Windu
some
cuts a guy's head off.
oh my god, he does. Jango Fett,
Yeah.
famously,
Jango
and his
Jango Fett,
son
that's
who
also crazy, by the way, that they're like, Boba Fett is actually an identical, or no, how do I
yeah, no, it's his son who is an identical
right,
clone of him that they didn't
right,
age up because he asked
yeah,
them not to. So it's him as, like, a six-year-old, and he calls him his son.
yeah.
Insane. Is that your son? I mean,
No,
no, it's not.
it's not, it's a clone of you.
It's definitely not. Mm,
Bizarre
fascinating.
stuff.
Fascinating stuff over there.
Yeah,
That's fun,
well,
though.
I can't wait to rewatch that again,
Hell yeah. Yeah,
and
it's a big Star Wars month, baby.
I know. Well, it's like it's
We're
May the
so
4th,
back.
we gotta lock in on Star Wars here.
True.
So,
You know what today is?
today's Cinco de Mayo.
Today's Revenge of the Fifth. Come on, guy.
Uh,
That one's pushing it. That one has not gone on
that's
in the
no,
same
that's
way.
not pushing it, that's made up. That's somebody is like, "I wanna watch Revenge of the Sith." You can just do that on any day. You don't need to make up a day for that.
And you should probably.
'Cause, like, May
I
the
gotta
4th is like, alright, it
it's
sounds like
perfect.
it May the 4th, that makes sense. Revenge of the 5th? Come on, brother.
It's kinda awesome. It's kinda awesome. It rocks.
Uh,
Let's all just admit it
May the
rocks. We
5th.
can move on.
Yeah,
May
okay.
the 5th. May the 5th. Plead the 5th.
I
Alright.
think that's probably enough Star Wars chat.
That's probably that's hey, it's topical, it's fine. Should we
Yeah.
get into the news?
Let's get into it.
Where do we
We've
even
got
start here?
well, we've got some big trailers. Should we start with the trailers
Yeah.
first, maybe?
Yes. Let's start with the one that came out pretty much a week ago at this point.
Yeah.
Resident Evil, baby. This I had seen this trailer. You had not. What were your thoughts?
Well, I was like, "Well, this
Did I do
doesn't
a
feel like
great job
Resident Evil
describing?
at all." There's no Leon Kennedy. There's no other characters from Resident Evil. No, I mean, it looked awesome. It looks
This is
like exactly how it was described as a horror Mad Max Fury Road. And there's people
people are
like,
mad.
"This timeline doesn't make any sense. Why does he have a smartphone?"
Yeah, and it's snowing. It's
Yeah, there's no
snowing, but
snow in
Resident Evil
Raccoon
2
City.
happened in
But they said
September.
that it's in the mountains, like, above Raccoon City or, like, near
I
Raccoon.
just it's a different world, who cares? Just it's the movie canon, it's different. Oh my god, everyone's freaking out. I've gotten some brutal comments about this one. This is one of those ones that people really don't like. My god, people are mad. But, like,
Which is
look,
crazy
I
because it's a good trailer.
it's a great trailer. It's Zach Kreger doing a movie. Like, how are you mad about that? But it's like even if I can understand if you're a huge Resident Evil fan and you're like, I wish this was more of what I want from the franchise. Like, I get that, but, like, you're gonna get that.
I
We're
don't get
doing
that.
video game adaptations all the time. There's been 10 other movies. Like, you could sit this one out. I get it. If they did a Pokemon movie and there weren't any Pokemon in it, I would be upset. Like, I get that. If they did a Smash
That
Bros. Movie
that's
and it was
different because
Austin
that's, like, its
Abrams,
whole thing. It's like the movie is like it's going for, like, the vibe of the games. It's not
yeah,
adapting
yeah.
the story from the games, and, like, Pokemon's not really like I mean, you're probably pushed back. It's not
So
like people don't play Pokemon to be like, "Oh, I gotta, play through this great story."
yeah, but, like, if they did a movie called Pokemon and it was a kid catching bugs and it was the same feeling as catching, like, I get it. I get why you would be disappointed about that, but
I just
it
don't
still
think that
didn't focus on
that'd
the
be like
timeline.
it's like
Or
I don't know.
if they did a Smash Bros. Movie and it was just guys fighting on Battlefield instead of any
But
characters.
all those things, like, the characters are part of that game. Like, you can have
Yeah,
a Resident Evil game without Leon Kennedy in it, and it's still
yeah, yeah.
Resident
They
Evil.
had, yeah, and they have, and
So
like
that's
that's
why it's like, well, it's and also if you want like Resident Evil 2 story or Resident Evil 4 story, just play the game. It's already there.
yeah, 100%. Like I get it. I can understand why they're initially disappointed, but I think if you're caring about the fact that there's a smartphone or it's snowing, like that's just silly. It doesn't have to. It's
Yeah.
fine. They might have shot themselves in the foot by saying it's like supposed to take place at the same time. Just say it's a different world. Who cares? Move on.
That
But
was like an
people are.
offhand comment that Zach Kreger made during like an IGN video, like breaking down the trailer where he's like, "Yeah, I think in my mind this is more like Resident Evil 2." I don't think they sat down and wrote down like the timeline of the games and where the movie fits into it on what day of
Yeah,
what month. Like he just was like, in my head, it's probably we'll say it's around Resident Evil 2, so Leon Kennedy is like just on the other side of town. That's kind of fun. And then every Resident Evil fan is like, gripping their iPad like with their greasy fingers, just like
yeah,
pissed off. That's
and
so
like
stupid.
yeah, it elicits Resident Evil. Like it's fine. He starts with a pistol. He's gonna get better guns. It's a guy. It's a guy going through Resident Evil. It's as Zach Krieger described it. It's an idiot like himself going through this fucked up world. Like that's fun. That's
Yeah.
that's that's awesome.
And he's got, I mean, there's several sequences in the trailer that like got me like pumped up. First one is with all that like creature like at the doorway, where like
Yeah,
the different sets of like arms and legs are coming out. Then you've got, like you described, which was very accurate, Baron Harkonnen in the sewers.
it's 1 to 1.
I gotta say, it's a really bad time to be a big, fat, white, bald guy, because the representation in media for you right now is not very good.
That's true. That is true. Damn. It's hey, white bald guys generally have it tough, and I think everyone should
It's
just be a
true.
little more. I think it's a really
That's true, 'cause if it's just white, bald guys, then it's like, now you got Lex Luthor in there. That's not very
exactly.
good.
You
It's
need
rough.
positive representation.
Who's the most positive white, bald guy representation in media at the
I mean,
moment?
my first thought is Charles Xavier, but even he has some
He's
dark
been out of the game
tendencies.
for a while, though. I guess he's gonna be
True.
back in Doomsday.
He's coming back in a big way.
Mm.
Honestly, I mean, it depends on your definition of bald, because I think you could make an argument that like Kirby, like are we call
Well, he's
what do
also not white.
exactly Pim? Oh, that's true. He's not white either. Damn. White bald guys.
Like Mr.
Oh,
Clean,
Mr.
but
Evil.
that's like,
Yeah, it's Mr.
yeah,
Jason
see, Mr.
Statham just
Evil.
generally.
Yeah, any Jason Statham character.
Egg, it's Egg. It's Egg. Egg is
Yes,
the only positive
but that's a child, though. That's the other thing.
child.
That's
Walter
another
White is another big one, but he's also not a good guy.
he's not a great guy.
Kingpin right now, Kingpin's big,
Also not a great
also not a
guy.
good guy. Skeletor, One Punch
Oh,
Man, he's a good guy. Aang,
okay,
Aang's a good guy.
okay.
He's having a
So
bit
it
of a
seems
moment.
like bald children are really, like, the only positive bald representation for the most part.
In many ways, yeah.
If they wanna
Shrek,
make a bald person sympathetic, they make them a child. What's up with that?
you just no Caillou?
See? Well, he's kind of an asshole though, isn't he? People hate Caillou.
Yeah, they do. Well, he Kratos,
Okay. I mean, he's done some questionable things though, surely.
Jean-Luc Picard.
But that's just, oh my god, that's just Patrick Stewart. It's the same
Ooh,
guy.
oh, I was Darth Vader's bald under the helmet, but
Not
it's
a
and
great
he
guy.
becomes good, and he's good at the end. He's good at the end though. When we
Mm.
see him bald, he's doing. When we see him bald, it's the only time we see him bald. He's good.
I mean, he's done a lot of bad before that. I don't know.
damn, it's someone's
But
gotta
also
yeah,
with Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, when he's, like, before he turns evil, he's got this long flowing head of hair. He's got a gorgeous head of hair, and then
it's
he gets
true.
evil and it all burns off. Wow.
It's true. That what kind of
Subtle
message
storytelling there.
are we sending there?
Yeah.
The new guy
What
in
message are
Resident
we
Evil, which is how we got to this topic, also not a good guy. And maybe he is, maybe he is a good guy.
It's true. He doesn't look
No
a
way to
good
know
guy
for
sitting
sure.
in the sewers like that, all big and scary.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that
and
is
then the 3rd sequence that got me amped up in the trailer that I was talking about before we started talking about bald representation, was the
once
scene right
again,
at the very end where the zombies are, like, suiciding onto the cars as he's running around. It just looks insane.
that's the highlight of the trailer. That is awesome. What a like this might be a bit of a jump and a leap. I acknowledge that. But I feel like it's the first time since like the idea of like running zombies that it's been like, oh, something new, you know? Like I've never seen that. I've never seen zombies throw themselves off of rooftops to try and get a guy and then splatter all over him. Like that's a cool new thing about zombies. I could be missing something for sure. But like that's fun. That's inventive. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, it is. It looks great. I'm excited for it. Also, I will say it was really funny when, like, in the IGN video, like, breaking down the trailers, Zach Cregger was like, "Well, here in the background, you can see we've got a plant in the background," and that's actually a reference to the plant, the herb from Resident Evil 4, and I wanted to make sure that was in there. So it's an exact replica of the herb from Resident Evil 4. It's like, "Alright, it's just like a
That's
plant,
incredible.
really." And it's,
That's
like, barely
incredible.
in the background, but it's trying to appease
That's a
them.
great bet. Let's see. We got two trailers today alone. Well, I guess one last night. We got the Odyssey trailer last night. Is a bald white guy in there? The Cyclops that counts, right? Not a good guy.
But he's not a good guy
Misunderstood.
though, right?
Maybe misunderstood. I mean, they were
Maybe.
in his home. He's just. I guess he did kidnap. Well, we gotta wait and see. No
We
way to
gotta
know
wait and
for
see
sure.
his full story on the big
Yeah,
screen.
maybe they'll do a spinoff.
Going to the Odyssey and rooting for the Cyclops, that's a good bit.
This is another trailer that people are not happy about.
I
Because like
see that.
this one, I've never felt so disconnected that to like the general, not even general. I think that would be giving too much credit to the opinions I keep seeing. But watching this trailer and then going through like Twitter and Instagram, it's like people are mad about this trailer. Not even mad, just like a general sense of disappointment and like I don't relate. I've even seen like people like it's not all like, random people. Like I've seen people I respect in the space be like, this isn't really what this should be doing. And I was genuinely surprised to see that.
Yeah, which it is funny to get that from just the trailer. I don't know, maybe it is giving off the wrong vibe or whatever, but
Mm,
like, the whole way with the Odyssey, there's always been, like, a sect of detractors that are like, "This is not historically accurate.
yeah.
This armor should look way worse, actually." And so, with
I
every decision that gets made, there's people coming out of the woodwork to
Yeah.
say that
I
it
it
sucks.
is all that like historical inaccuracy stuff is stupid. Like even the stuff in the like it looks cool. It looks cool. It's good. Like I don't really care if it's not accurate. I will say with that being said, this isn't a criticism. I do just find it funny hearing Tom Holland say dad and Robert Pattinson say daddy in like this time period. Like that's just a funny bit. It makes sense. I mean they're speaking to us. It's art. It's not like we're watching them in the past. It's
Right.
just a really funny concept of Tom Holland saying dad and
It's
Robert
great.
Pattinson saying daddy.
I haven't watched this new trailer. I'm trying to
Oh,
just keep it because 'cause I'm like, I'm gonna see it. I get the vibe. I've seen
yeah.
the, like, Trojan horse sequence. I'm in. You don't have to sell me anymore. I've seen Travis Scott in the movie, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
got me. I mean, if the trailer comes on when I'm watching TV or whatever, I guess I'm stuck seeing it. I'm not gonna go, like, out of my way to avoid it,
Yeah.
but I'm not, like, seeking it out.
Yeah,
But
that's very fair.
yeah, I
I
have seen people complaining online.
It's so silly. We do get our first look at Argos in this trailer, and I won't go into any detail for anyone who isn't familiar, but it's gonna make me cry like a baby. and I will leave it at that.
I don't know if I could not tell you
Don't
one
look it
thing about
up.
the Odyssey. I'm looking it
Don't
up
look
right
it
now.
up. I just am reading it right now. That's the only reason that I'm even a little tiny bit
Okay.
familiar.
Well, okay. I think I've
It's like
I just
Argos is like it's like kind of a cultural thing. Like I feel like it's broken out of the story and like people everyone knows Argos. Maybe not. Maybe I'm
I don't.
being
I just had to look it
or
up.
not like the name, but like the story, like what happens. Maybe not. Never
Well,
mind.
I just saw that it was his dog.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've got an inkling of how that would make you cry.
It's honestly probably not even what you're initially expecting
Oh,
in
all right.
terms
Well,
of well, I'll just leave it at
I'll
that.
find out
But
in
yeah,
July, I
Odyssey
guess.
looks great. It looks great. The visuals are incredible. I mean, it's obviously going to be a good movie. I think it's silly to act. It's the perfect story for Nolan to adapt. I mean, it's the story. This is all stuff we've said before, but I'm just very excited.
I'm hyped.
We got our first trailer for Tony. I feel like this is a movie we've talked about quite a bit too,
Yeah.
leading up to this and just the news and the casting and the whole cycle. But I'll let you start with this one. What did you think of this trailer?
Mm.
It seems like
I didn't watch the full trailer, so I'll
mm.
preface it with that. I watched half of it because I was at work and I saw it, and then I was halfway through watching it, and someone rudely interrupted me and had me do my job that I was being paid to do instead of sitting there watching the trailer. But I so I was like, okay, it's just Dominic Sessa, and I'm not gonna be able to be like, that's Dominic Sessa. But I don't know. I don't know what vibe I was kind of expecting from it, so it just felt different than what I was expecting going into it. I do wanna watch Blackberry because I feel like feels like it'll probably have a much similar vibe to that because it is Matt Johnson directing again, and the only Matt Johnson movie I've seen is Nirvana the band, the show, the movie, and I don't think it's gonna be it's
I
too
want to
similar to
rewatch
that.
that so bad. I need
Oh,
to find time to rewatch that. My God. Yeah, no, I get it. I will say the Dominic Sessa thing, like it is very him. And at the end of the trailer, they do a bit that they do in pretty much every biopic trailer ever, where he's like, "I'm Anthony Bourdain," and I feel like when he said that, it did kind of hit for me. And like, I think it works in the sense that like for a first trailer, it's kind of a cool moment to like tell people who this is really about because they don't use his full name the whole time and they just call him Tony, and then it's like, oh shit. For people, I think are there's a lot of interest in this movie. I mean, my parents are really excited for it. That's kind of my general. They go to the theater like once they saw the Bob Marley movie, they saw Top Gun Maverick, and they saw The Accountant 2. And those are kind of their go tos. So if I know if they're like, oh, there's an Anthony Bourdain movie coming out, they're going to see it. That might mean something.
we'll
I don't
see.
know, but yeah, I mean, Stavros is here. I'm really looking forward to it. It's adapting a few chapters from Kitchen Confidential, his book. I didn't realize it was only a little bit, so I am going to read that. I know it's somewhere. I'm looking forward to that. It's cool. It's a cool kind of deep dive into what is really just a small portion of his life and a smaller portion of the book, and looks cool. I like the people involved.
Yeah, I'm excited. Music by Jay McCarroll also, I saw,
Oh,
apparently.
really?
Yeah. I think he
Like
scored a couple movies
actually,
before. Yeah, so
him
we'll see.
making music isn't just part of the bit in Nirvana the band, the show, the music, the
No,
music.
apparently not.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I think that's about it for the trailers. We did get a new poster and release date for Lanterns, another show that everyone loves and no one has anything negative to say about it at any point. I will
Yeah.
say they announced the release date with a poster that says only one can wear the ring, which is actually that just feels like rage bait at this point. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. It is famously the opposite of that. There like that is goes against
Yeah.
everything. So I'm
I've
just
got a
fascinated by how that connects.
I got a question though, because I'm not
Yeah.
versed in the Green Lantern lore. Is there only one Green Lantern assigned to Earth at a time?
And no. I mean
No. Okay.
no, because
I was gonna say
there's
maybe
normally
that is it, but
yeah, there's normally a good chunk. I mean, there's never more than like 5 or 6,
Hmm.
I think, at any given time. And Well, that's a good question because there's a lot from Earth, but then I guess they do go across the galaxy. There's always at least one protecting Earth, but there is sometimes
Mm.
more. Because like Jessica Cruz is normally like in space and not like there. Like Alan Scott, John Stewart, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, Jessica Cruz. Uh, those are kind of like
Yeah,
the
I
five
forgot about
Earth
Guy
ones.
Gardner because I was gonna say maybe they're saying like only one of them can be assigned to Earth, but like Guy
Yeah,
Gardner's on
exactly.
Earth too.
He's
So
already there.
what are they
I,
cooking?
s- I
Mhm.
just think it's because there's already so much controversy. I almost say controversy for some reason. I don't know why I would have pronounced it like that around this show to put out a poster that just like completely goes against everything. Like it just doesn't make any sense. I'm sure the show will connect it in some way, but like no, they actually can both have the ring. There famously is many rings.
Is there only maybe Jon Stewart just doesn't have a ring yet? I don't know how that would work
Yeah,
because
that could.
in the trailer, there's the moment where he puts Hal takes off his ring and puts it on the dashboard and then
Yeah,
drives the car off the cliff. So maybe there's only one ring at the moment.
true.
Maybe Jon Stewart had his ring stolen or destroyed or something, so now they have to have to share a ring.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
that
know.
would make that might be what it is because it, nothing else would really make sense. Although I feel like you
Like
can't have them stolen. Like I feel like you're
mm,
like that's although I mean in this world who knows. Yeah, that is interesting. It's got to
because
be
that's the
something like
thing
that.
I can think of is that there is only
Yeah.
one ring, so only one of them can wear it, and they gotta figure out who can wear it. I don't know how that would work
Yeah.
though, because
Cuz I
I don't
yeah,
know.
cuz Hal is training John, but how would he even like know who he is to train him if he didn't already get the ring? Like normally it's like
Right,
you get the ring and then you're a lantern. It's like he just found this guy and
unless
he's
they're just
maybe that would
recruiting
be
out of the
interesting.
Marines.
Yeah. Fascinating. I'm very interested. But yeah, August 16th, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be good. Like I think from the people involved, it's going to be a good show. I just don't know how how Green Lantern it's going to be. But I think, even if it's not very, we could always get that in the future. We know we'll be getting Jon Stewart in Man of Tomorrow. Like it's just a launching off point for what this will be. And DCU stuff can change tone all the time. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, as long as it's a good show, that's really all that matters. It doesn't like
Absolutely.
everything else is kinda secondary, so
Totally. As long as it doesn't snow in September and they have smartphones.
right. Yeah,
Then I'll
because
lose
then it
my
would just
goddamn
ruin.
mind. Then I'll freak out. Um, oh yeah, so this was last week. God, this feels like forever ago. Randomly they dropped the first couple pages of the Spider-Man Brand New Day script with like some of Daniel Destin Cretton's notes on
Ooh,
it.
you wanna jump
Gave us
into this
some.
now?
What do you think? No?
'Cause I don't know, because I feel like this is gonna well, we could do it now, but I
Oh,
feel like it's
that's
gonna
true.
be a
You want to
long
save it
jump
for
start.
the end? We can save it for the end because there's only two other things really.
Yeah, just to fire through the other ones so that way we can just fully go in
Dive
on
in,
this. Sorry I
lock
didn't
in.
just cut you off there.
No, you're good. That was a good call.
Um, I mean, the only thing it really is that Narnia, the first Greta Gerwig Narnia movie, The Magician's Nephew, has been pushed back to 2027, February 12th, 2027. Still getting an IMAX release like it was going to in November this year. It's supposed to come out, I think.
Yeah, I think
So
Thanksgiving.
yeah, we were saying too that could be a spot for Doomsday to jump up if they want to double crunch the visual effects people that they just laid
That's
off a
true.
bunch of.
I I will say, what was the exact date
Oh,
of
for
the
when it was supposed to
original?
come
It
out,
was yeah.
I bel
I'm trying to.
I
I'll
want to
try
say
to find it quick.
like the end of November.
I do too, and I honestly wonder if it has or if the reason Marvel won't move up is because of GTA 6. Like I think that weekend will be like I don't think anything is going to
Mm,
release for a week or two around then, especially something like Avengers, which is crazy.
yeah, it was originally slated for Thanksgiving,
Okay. So kind
so
of
26th.
around there, a couple days.
Yeah.
within a week. I doubt that has anything to do with it. I think there might be that, especially compared to like an Avengers, just probably different audiences more than anything.
Yeah.
Um,
But also,
but
it's
yeah,
like you can
the
buy GTA, watch Doomsday, and go home and play GTA.
yeah,
Like,
it's so sick. What a winter we're gonna have. What a beautiful thing. Um, yeah, the big thing here also 45-day window. That's the industry standard. This is Netflix doing 45 full days and an IMAX release. IMAX is like the epitome of everything Netflix stands for. The idea of like, oh, a bigger screen and a bigger theater and like this whole experience. That's like everything they hate. So the fact that this is happening is huge. And I do wonder if like with this merger going on with, also this is this was already in the works pre Paramount Warner Brothers merger or Warner Brothers Netflix merger when they wanted it at that point. So this isn't even like Ted Sarandos just trying to like look good for a future merger, trying to like play to his word. Like this was already happening. So it's really interesting, and I do hope that this is something that continues. I mean, they're going to make money. It's why not do this? It'll have 45 days before coming on to Netflix. With the Paramount Warner Brothers merger happening now, like talent is not thrilled about it. I wonder if they're making a ploy to kind of try and pull some people away from there and be like, no, we're doing theater stuff. Like you don't have to worry about it. I am fascinated by whatever's going on here, and I'm excited to see what happens next. I hope it does well enough that they're like, we should do this forever.
yeah. Well, I think Greta Gerwig is like signed on to make a bunch of Narnia movies for them. Like
That
7
is
of
sick.
them.
Damn. That's sick.
But I don't
Shout out
know.
to
I
her
don't
for
know if
making this
she's
happen.
gonna be there for making all 7, but I think she's
Mhm.
making at least the 2 because we have this one and then the next Narnia movie. So
Wow. Yeah, she put her foot down. She was like, I'm only doing this if you do a theatrical release in IMAX, and it's awesome.
yeah,
In 45-day
well,
window.
that's great.
That's just
That's what we've
unheard
been
of.
saying. You gotta put it out.
Yeah,
You gotta train the audience to not wait for it to be on streaming in 2 weeks, because then they'll just
absolutely.
wait. And also, like, people are just busy. Sometimes people are just
Yeah.
busy and can't get to the theater for 2 weeks because the weekend
Yeah,
is their only time off work, and then they have stuff going on those 2 weekends, and then they go and see it the 3rd weekend. Like,
totally. And like
crazy.
if they start doing this, I mean, that's like say you're Christopher Nolan or like a Spielberg or whatever, and someone who wouldn't work with Netflix normally, but now 45-day window in theaters, and then you get the Netflix audience, which is like a whole different world compared to the other streaming services. Like if they can genuinely mix theatrical and streaming and like do the best of both worlds, because I mean the Netflix audience compared to literally any other streaming service is quintuple, quadruple, whatever the bigger number is there. I don't know what either of those mean, but like that's millions and millions and millions more people that'll see the movie that maybe never would have otherwise.
Yeah. No, it's
Maybe.
just if you can, and just having that window of forcing people to have to go see it in a theater is good. Uh,
Maybe we're moving to a better world.
well, I don't know, but maybe this part at least.
Slowly but surely. Speaking of moving to a better world, AI can never win an Oscar.
Yeah.
The Academy decided that only roles performed by humans with their consent can be nominated for acting Oscars. First, this should be a no-brainer, but it's good that it's out there before we actually start living in a world where like we have to fight over this. Let's just get
Well,
it
I
done
think
early.
they saw there's the AI movie with, oh my god, Val Kilmer that's coming out this
Oh
year or
yes,
something.
forgot about that.
But well, that doesn't have his consent. It has his family's consent, so it
Yeah,
wouldn't be able to, not that I think it would have been, but, you know, it is good to have the framework in place. And they also had it for scripts. They have to be human authored in order to be nominated, which is
fantastic. I didn't realize the
it
script one too. That's sick.
yeah, so it's good. You need the guardrails in place because then you just can't you can't let it get to a point where it's too late to be like, "No, this
Absolutely.
is ridiculous." So,
Yeah, it's good they got it out there.
yeah, Rare Academy W,
Yeah.
they say.
Move on to the big one.
Yeah, I think now it's time for probably the big event of the week.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
still
how much
I
Devil Wears
this
Prada 2 chat we'll get, but
yeah, I mean, I got nothing at all. But yeah, randomly dropped the Spider-Man Brand New Day. Not the whole script, obviously, that would be crazy. First 3 pages, I think. Daniel Destin Cretton had some annotations all around it. It gave us a little bit of information, nothing super out there, but we learned something about this movie, so that's always nice. It's going to open 9 months after No Way Home. Open 9 months in. Like I don't think we're staying 9 months later. I know people were disappointed about the lack of a time skip when this was like initially reported on. Ned and MJ are graduating from MIT and coming back to New York. Like we'll open 9 months later. They also mentioned a montage. We'll do a big montage and then we'll cut to now because never really thought about it this way, but in the time that we know Tom Holland's Spider-Man through, Civil War to No Way Home, he's really only it's like 3 or 4 years of his life. And now we're picking back up 4 years later, which is 4 years we didn't see. So there's a lot they could do. We're essentially doubling everything we know about this character. There's so much they can do in that montage to like really fill in the gaps, remind everybody, do a Netflix skip recap kind of thing where you remind everybody what happened. And I'm really hoping they like go all out with this montage. Have some fun with it. Show me like, I don't know actually. Show me I don't know, but just show me something fun. I'm really excited about that.
yeah, I I can't believe it's just crazy they did this, and also we get, like the annotations I think is what made me be like, "This is crazy that they're doing it." Like, if they just put out, like, just the script of, like, "Hey, here's how it opens," be like, "Okay," that's a bit of marketing, whatever. Now we get to know exactly how the first, like, minute and a half are gonna be, 2 minutes, whatever. But the annotations, it gives you kind of a lot of insight into their thinking and kind of the arc that Peter's gonna be on in this new one,
Totally.
which is interesting. I'm like, why did they do this? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just gonna be
it
another
really came out
trailer.
of nowhere. It is
Yeah.
fascinating. Hopefully, we get a trailer soon. It seems like maybe this month we'll get one. I mean, we're close. This movie's shockingly close. It's like 2 months out.
Yeah.
Insane. We also
Yeah,
learned, obviously, which we pretty much knew, no more Stark Tech. It's Peter on his own, but he is building a new AI that's kind of Jarvis-like, named EV. How do you feel about this one?
This was the part because I read it and then we got to this where it's like, this is his AI, which is like his only friend now. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sick." He doesn't need to be talking to an AI thing, just have him
Yeah.
talking to himself. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I agree. I
Or,
like
like,
it, I
recording his thoughts or whatever
yeah.
on
Like it
voice
makes
note.
sense for the character, like it's showing us, oh, he's so smart. Oh, he's lonely. Oh, I mean, he's always had like an AI in his suit in universe, whether it's Edith or Karen or whatever was going on. So it makes sense that he try and replicate that in his own way. Hopefully it's not a major factor here. Hopefully it's not like he's asking the AI for help out of every situation. I don't want a Jarvis and I don't want Spider-Man to have his own Jarvis. Maybe it's a dumb AI and he's like trying to make it smarter. That could be a fun bit if it's like
Hmm.
he's smart enough to build an AI, but it's nothing like Jarvis. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. I would have rather seen him do like gadgets like Spider-Man PS4 with like web bombs or tripwires or like shock stuff. If this is to show off how smart he is and how much he's grown, that's a lot more fun than this. But I could see it leading to a thing where like maybe at the end it's destroyed and it's kind of him having to. But we've done that so many times. The idea of Tom Holland Spider Man not having to rely on anyone else and doing it by himself, like that's just so. I'm over it at this point. That's every arc with this character. So I hope the
Yeah.
AI is a very minor aspect.
Yeah, it would be nice too if he does reconnect with, Ned and MJ, that the AI just goes away because now
Yeah,
he has actual friends again or something, but yeah, I don't
that
know.
would.
That one part I was like, "Okay." But the rest I'm into it. I like that I mean, I really doubt that this is, like, real, these annotations. This is all, proved and ran through a million things. But they had, like,
What is the
"Oh,
weakness?
let's make sure the suit has wrinkles," and then it's, like, in parentheses, "VFX supervisor." Like, sure. And then Destin Daniel Cretton is answering that on the script. It's like they don't all share one script, surely. This is like,
Yeah.
but I get it, but it's and like Tom Holland wrote on there, "Number 1, Tom. How did Tom get a hold of my script?" Like, okay. But yeah. But the part of it that I thought was the most interesting was Peter talking about, the end of his note where he's like, "Maybe I'll never read this to you. Maybe I'm writing it just for me." And they emphasize that that's very important, that he's focused on me and the selfishness or whatever, or is very, just focused on how it's affecting him or whatever. And then he's like, maybe that's my responsibility to live alone with the truth. And then it says that he's misinterpreting what May said to him.
Mm,
That's like,
yeah.
okay, so he's got
That
to
is
just
Yeah,
deal with
that's
that.
one of the more interesting aspects. I mean, it's like the end of the No Way Home script was like Spider-Man swings away, but Peter isn't. Like he's fully enveloped by the Spider-Man persona. And that's, it's been 4 years. That's a long time for him to be like this. And I mean, he doesn't look great in the trailer we've seen. Like he's clearly going through some shit. And I think that's interesting. Another little tidbit was that the opening credits are going to be, which is crazy that they revealed this. The opening credits are going to be like Aunt May, Ned, and MJ, and like all the memories that he's lost. Which they're definitely remembering him at the end of the movie. It's just too big of a thing here. It's too big. There
Yeah.
has to be a resolution. It's just so they're setting it up way too much at this point.
Unless they're doing
I
it to
think
to make you think like, oh, they're clearly gonna remember, and then they don't for
that'd be
whatever reason.
cool.
That
That
would
would be
be.
cool. I don't see it happening though, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But it would be cool.
be very cool.
It would be
But
sick. The other thing,
oh,
the new suit is confirmed to be inspired by Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's suits. Duh. When I made a video about that forever ago, everyone said I was reaching and I was stupid. Well, guess what? It's in the script. It was
well, I
on
think Destin Daniel Cretton is also reaching and stupid for that because there's no way
no way.
that he would have made a suit inspired by the other two Spider-Men. He would have made
What?
one entirely of his own without any influence at all, and that's how it works. There would have been no reason for it.
I really do. I like that a lot. I like the characterization of the three Peters in No Way Home as like they're almost like brothers, and this is kind of his way to like carry them with him throughout the loneliest part of his life. I really like that. That's being included in just such a minor way on his suit.
Mm. Oh, I'm so excited. New Spider-Man. It's not much better. That gets you excited.
Summer
Like,
Spider-Man, man.
it's
What a
good.
beautiful world. What a beautiful
Oh,
thing. It's gonna be a great summer.
never forget sitting in that theater, seeing Spider-Man: Far From Home. What an experience!
Oh, and the fire alarm went off, and we were like, "Thank God."
Oh, I wasn't there. I was.
Oh,
I
never
missed that.
mind.
Damn,
Never
I missed
mind.
that
No, I
experience.
liked Far From Home when I first watched it. I'll be honest.
That Mysterio
I'll come
scene
clean.
in theaters. Woo.
Great, great. The suit, best Spider-Man suit we've ever had. That black and red suit is unbeatable.
Mhm. Although I do like the new suit at the end of No Way
Me
Home that
too.
he's gonna have in this one. It looks nice. I
Me
do
too.
like the combination, the bright blue and red on there with the raised
Yeah,
webbing. It looks good. So
yeah. It is nice. The suit's great. Mysterio's great. If only there was like anything else to kind of. I'm kidding. We don't have to go into all this. Let's not. Let's not go into all this.
we can't do it again.
We can't do it again. It's too much. And all right, I'll take the floor. Let's hear about Devil Wears Prada 2, which I still have not
Oh,
seen.
Have you seen Devil Wears Prada 1?
I was
Yes.
supposed to before seeing Devil Wears Prada 2, and then I didn't see Devil Wears Prada 2 because
Well, you
I'm a
still
fraud
can
and a
do that.
fake. Well, I
You still
will.
can
I
see 1
will one
before 2.
day. Yes.
Yeah, Devil Wears Prada 2, I was shocked at how much I liked this one actually. Because I was like, this is and it starts off the first like 30 minutes of this is like what you expect, like legacy sequel slop.
Mm,
Like, let's bring everyone together. Oh, they're gonna say
big
some
slow
lines that
mo.
you remember. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I get it. That's a nod to the first one. They're doing all the things. And then, but I will say I really liked it. The story of this one is more of about like the changing of the industry because obviously they were
Hmm,
a magazine in the first one. Spoilers.
obviously, as we
There,
all know. Oh, wait.
she works at Runway, which is like a fashion magazine, which
Oh,
is
okay. I was gonna
now
say, I thought they were all like fashion people or like models or something.
yes, yeah, it's fat. It's a fashion. It's based off of the real life lady Anna Wintour, who was editor in chief at Vogue or whatever, ran Vogue. So it's supposed to be like based off Vogue and everything. So this one it's
Mm.
like online. They basically like they still have a magazine, but nobody really buys it anymore. It's all online content stuff. So that kind of change, and also Anne Hathaway's character was a journalist, and
Mm.
she's an award-winning journalist. The movie starts with her winning an award just after her and her whole team got fired from the newspaper that they worked at. So she gets hired to work at Runway to like revamp their image because they ran a story about a sweatshop, like
Oh,
a fashion. It's like a fashion. Oh my god, I can't think of it. A brand that used sweatshop labor or whatever. So their image
luckily
took
that
a
would
hit.
never happen.
Yeah, it never happened, and people would care if it did.
That's
Um,
so true. That's so true.
but so apparently in this world, it's like a bad thing that they did that, and people are like, "I'm not reading any more Runway until you fix this."
Mm.
So the CEO brings her in to like fix it up. But then after that first half hour, it really gets going, and it tells
Oh,
a story that I was really into, and I enjoyed a lot. I will say there's a love plot, like
I
subplot
heard about this.
that I don't care for at all. If the movie took every scene with her and this guy out, it's a much better movie. It
There's
just like
yeah.
the movie screeches to a halt to force in this like romance subplot with this random contractor guy.
Is he Australian?
Um, yeah,
I heard about this. Yeah, I forget who it was. Maybe Sydney Volpe made a video about how it seemed very like studio interference to not
yes.
allow like an old like a female character to just be single for a movie, even though it was kind of
Yeah,
set up.
right. No, yeah, I did see that. That was I think that was on the House of Cinema pod where they were
Oh, okay,
talking
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
'Cause, yeah, there is the thing in Divorce Part 2 where she's like, "Oh, I froze my eggs, like, I'm single, I just focused on my career, blah, blah, blah." And then this guy comes up and is like, "Hey, I'm a contractor, and now we're gonna have a romance subplot." And it is so unneeded.
And the first Devil Wears Prada, there's a whole like controversy over that love interest, right? Like
Well, a lot of
people.
people hate him, and they're like, "Well, he reacted poorly and everything." But the thing is, I kinda get what the guy was where the guy was coming from in the first
I
one
saw
because
Caleb Heron talk about this in an interview
yeah.
recently.
He like she changes who she is entirely. She starts working at Runway and she's like, "Oh, this is so stupid. Like who cares about this?" And then it becomes her whole life and she's like obsessed with it. And he's like, "What the hell?" And she's like is missing stuff like she misses his birthday. It's like his
Oh,
birthday and they're like celebrating and she
that's
misses it entirely. And he's like I mean, he is a bit of like a whiny baby, but it's like he has kind of a reason to be. But he's like a whiny baby and he walks off or whatever, and then,
Mm,
it doesn't work out. But people are like, "Oh, he's a villain." But he's not really a villain. It's just like, yeah, she kinda changed and isn't really the same person
yeah.
that she was when they started dating. But, I mean, in the movie, I think they, like, have a scene at the end where they kinda, like, make up. Like, they don't get back
Huh,
together, but they're like, "Oh, like, hey, I kinda reacted poorly to that." And she's like, "Oh, I kind of was a jerk, and I'm sorry." I think. I don't know.
damn.
I don't
It
fully remember, but I'm
his
pretty
act
sure.
the actor that plays him was campaigning pretty hard to be in this movie. I do remember that.
Yeah, he had a whole Starbucks commercial, and they were like he
Oh,
was like,
yes.
"You probably recognize me. I wasn't brought back for a prominent sequel coming out soon." And I was like, I don't know who you are, dude. And I was while I was watching Devil Wears Prada 1, I was getting commercials for it, and I didn't recognize him until, like, the second or third time I saw the thing, and that was only because
It's
I
inc
said, "Who is this guy in the first one?" Because I don't recognize him, and then Rebecca's like, "That's the boyfriend." I was like, "Oh, okay, I see it now." But,
That's
I mean, I don't know where he
incredible.
would've fit into the story at all,
Yeah,
but
it doesn't sound like there was much.
yeah. It was cool though to see Simone Ashley not get cut out of a movie like she was in F1. She was awesome in it.
Oh,
I kinda wanted
that's
more of her.
brutal. How was,
Um,
Gayla Marin?
that was probably the most disappointing part of the movie for me. He's fine
Whoa.
in it. He has only a couple of scenes. He's not in it, like, a lot, but he's only in a couple of scenes, and it felt like every scene I was, like, waiting for him to like, his character to say something, like, funny that would make me laugh, but it felt
Yeah.
like the scene ended just before he, like, said a punchline or something.
It's tough to see him not as him, you know? Like, he
Yeah.
and he's so funny in everything he does that when he's playing a character, it's almost definitely not as funny of a character. With that Thanksgiving movie we somehow always end up talking about. Like, he's good in that, but
Sweetheart,
it's like,
let's
that's
go.
Caleb Aaron. Oh, the bit with him on the fire truck in that movie, though, is genuinely hysterical.
So good.
That is, like, the
So
highlight of
funny.
the movie.
Yeah, he
A
doesn't
lot of
get a moment like
cameos,
that,
right?
but there was a lot of cameos. There was a lot of, like, people in the fashion industry that cameoed
Mhm.
that I didn't recognize at all. Like, there was one that was clearly meant to be, like, this big moment, and I had to turn to Rebecca, I was like, "Who is that woman?" There's Donatella Versace, I guess,
Oh, I would
I
not have
think.
known that.
Right. But, like, people in the theater were like, "Oh."
Oh,
That was
wow.
it was a packed theater, by the way. Like, damn
Movie's
near
doing
full
very
Dolby
well.
theater. Yeah,
God damn, movie's doing very well. It's so
yeah,
funny
it was
every year when studios realize that women watch movies too. It's so like
yeah.
every time a big
Well, they don't
female-led movie
realize
comes out,
it
it's like, "Oh my god."
they don't realize it every year. They're like, "Hmm, they must want legacy sequels based off of, movies from 2006." They're like, "That's
True.
why Devil Wears Prada has such a big fan base, that's why." But it's like, "Yeah,
Did
it
they set
does,
up a
but
3rd one?
no,
Just
not
out of
really."
curiosity. Oh, that's
But
cool. They probably
yeah,
will.
it seems to kind of end in a pretty good spot. Like, it's like, if they really want I don't know how they would. It seems like almost everything got solved. But, I mean, everybody in the movie's great. The quartet that came back from the first one is great. Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, Meryl Streep, Stanley Tucci. They're all great. Um, yeah, it was fun. It had some funny moments. There was some like you said, some cameo a little bit of cameo fest going on, but it was kind
Mm.
of like in a montage way where it was like but it also kind of made sense narratively because she spoilers, by the way, for you, Emmett. I'm sorry to ruin the movie for you here.
And
She gets invited to a party that Meryl Streep's character is throwing,
mm.
and there's like all these like rich people are there at the thing. Like John Baptiste was there,
Oh, cool. I heard him play
and I was like,
piano.
"Oh, it's John Baptiste." And like there's a whole bunch of, other people. And
That's
then
cool.
the best moment of the movie for me was when Karl Anthony Towns showed up, who is a basketball player for the Knicks. Um,
Thank you.
Anne Hathaway was also very involved in the Knicks, so she's a Knicks fan. And there was a moment in a game, either this season or last season, where one of the players went like diving into the stands, like into her a little bit. So she was talking about that on Fallon the night before Devil Wears Prada 2 came out. And then there was a Knicks player in the movie. So I was like, whoa, best movie
That's
ever,
fun.
low key. But
Did,
it was really unexpected because he's not like a big fashion guy. I think Anne
that's
Hathaway just wanted a Knicks player in the movie. So
that's awesome. Did Meryl Streep's character have dementia? Remember that whole thing?
no. Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was a
can't believe
fun
that
theory.
didn't come up. I can't believe
She
that
just
wasn't a major plot point.
yeah, she just was like, I don't remember you. Like you're so insignificant. Because you only I mean, in the first one, I think Anne Hathaway's character only worked there for, like, a couple months. But it's like it's meant to be it's like a joke, obviously. Like, she's so busy, like, she doesn't even remember these people that, like, we
Yeah,
remember because
it
we We love the
Hey,
first one.
I never saw the first movie, and I saw the trailer, and it made perfect sense to me. I got it pretty
Yeah.
quickly. It's not exactly the hardest thing in the world to figure out what that
Yeah.
means. Immediately going, oh my god, she has Alzheimer's. What a plot twist. Off of the
Wow, they're really gonna
trailers.
dive into the medical mishaps that she's going through. But yeah, it was good though. I had a fun time. I think I gave it like 3.5. I gave it the same rating as the first
Nice.
one. I think it's on par with the first one.
Oh wow.
I'm sure it might be a little bit worse just because it does have that kinda little bit of a, like, slow start. It's kinda like a when you go on a roller coaster, in the beginning of it, you gotta go up the hill. So it's like it is all this like, "Alright, here's all the member berries that you want. Here's all this stuff. Everybody's back together. Alright, everybody's set. Cool. Now the movie can actually start." It kind of has that vibe to it, but it's good. I did see another Anne Hathaway movie,
Oh yeah.
before Devil Wears Prada 2, Mother Mary, the new David Lowery movie. I love this movie. It's great. It's very slow and very like it's just Michaela Cole and Anne Hathaway in a room together for like most of the movie. There's a couple stuff like outside of that room that they're in, but that's most of the movie. And it's just like Michaela Cole, like every line she delivers is like awesome. I don't know. I don't know what it's just so like I loved it. I it's very I think it's very divisive. Like it's definitely not for everyone, but it worked on me. I was in on
Hell
it.
yeah.
Another fashion based movie.
Oh wow.
So
Anne Hathaway's having quite a year.
yeah, she's in 5 movies this year, which is
Damn.
nuts.
2 in
She's
the
got
same weekend.
yeah, she's killing her own Mother Mary box office for Devil Wears Prada 2.
Brutal.
But I guess they were hoping like, "Oh, we'll put Mother Mary out so that way people will accidentally go and be like, I want tickets to the Anne Hathaway fashion movie.'" And they get the wrong tickets. But
Be a bit of a Barbenheimer. Like, oh, I just have to
yeah.
see Anne Hathaway in 2 movies today. Devil Wears no.
Devil
Mother
Wears
no.
Mother Mary. Mother
Devil Wears
Mary
Mother
Wears
Mary.
Prada too.
Perfect. We got it.
Yeah, good enough. Uh, but yeah, that's
Nice. Yeah, I watched, nothing, so I can't really, hop on, unfortunately.
playing
Oh, the
anything good?
epilogue of My Hero Academia came out last weekend.
Mm.
The adaptation of like the final chapter. Fucking awesome, man. It's the best thing ever. It's it's the best representation of heroism. Like that series is the peak of heroism in any fiction ever. I put it above Marvel, I put it above DC, I put it above it all. It understands what a hero is more than anything else. It's my bold
Mm.
claim of the day.
Interesting.
Such a good show. You got to watch it. How far are you again in it? You're episode
In
like
My Hero?
yeah, you're like episode 70 or something.
Well, I just got um what was it? It's All Might just did that one thing. You know what I'm
Oh
talking about.
yeah. Okay, so like 34.
Right, that's what I was gonna say, probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Hmm. No, I've seen 0 seconds of that.
I know. And then other than that, just been playing a lot of Soros, which I need to find time to finish because it's incredible. I loved Returnal. So this is like the, spiritual
I
successor, pretty
remember
much a
that.
sequel. It's the
You're a
same
big
gameplay.
Returnal guy.
Big Returnal guy. And it's not as good as Returnal, I don't think, but it's fantastic. It looks great. Finally decided to move my PlayStation from like my desk on my little monitor to my OLED, and it's been life changing. It's actually been a major game changer. I don't know what I was
I'd
thinking.
imagine.
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. What was I thinking? So that's
Oh,
been huge. That's all I got. I watched 25 minutes of The Mandalorian and Grogu. That's my movie contribution.
mm, that's big. Was it the same that you saw at CinemaCon or
Uh,
different?
it was so I think CinemaCon was like 17 minutes, so this was like 8 more minutes or so, roughly. Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, I like it. I liked it, man. It's tough because I'm just genuinely, obviously, I'm a fan of Star Wars and specifically The Mandalorian. That's my guy. I mean, I've got like 6 different Mandalorian and Grogu things behind me right now. I have a whole box of Grogu stuff I still have to bring over. Like it's my guy. But I think the action sequence that it opens with is awesome. It looks really great. I think they actually touched it up since CinemaCon because I also saw it in Lincoln Square IMAX, which is like the greatest screen in the world, and there were aspect ratio changes, so that was really cool. And saw Stinky the Hut, of course, so that was pretty huge. The movie
That's
is
exciting.
gonna fly. They showed 25 minutes. They must have gone to like 5 planets in that 25 minutes and met like a ton of characters, and they are just moving. So I'm interested. They might have cut around stuff to kind of make it more entertaining for the preview. Totally possible. I don't know though. It really flies. It's going to be interesting.
Well, it's interesting because it's the runtime's 2 hours and 12 minutes, and they
Is it
showed you
really?
25 of it. Yes, you saw almost a quarter of the movie.
Yeah, it's. I gotta say, after seeing the second time, I really was like, just show me the movie. Like I've never. It's
Yeah.
such a weird thing to see the first opening of a movie twice and
Well,
not be
they
able to see
they
the rest.
they don't wanna do that because they need you to go buy a ticket so it
I
doesn't
know.
flop.
Yeah, I know. It's actually tracking better than expected. Not good for Star Wars, but
Right.
I do genuinely think if it's good, there is a chance it'll be a success. Like I don't think it's as dire as I thought it was like a month or two ago. The pre-sale tracking is like perfectly okay. It's like bad for Star Wars, but it's fine overall. It might make a little money. I just don't
Maybe.
want it to be the end of these characters. But it does seem like Star
Well,
Wars is done with live action shows. Like they've got nothing in the pipeline after Ahsoka. They haven't started production. They haven't announced any.
mm.
Not that we have that many movies coming up, but it's
I was
interesting
gonna say the
time.
only movie is the Starfighter one, and that's it?
Yeah, next year. Yeah. So Simon Kinberg's working on the next trilogy. Well, I mean, if you want to go through the
Right.
movies they've announced, there's 1,000, but the ones
Well,
that are
right,
actually being made, yeah, it's
right.
just Starfighter. We'll probably hear more at Star Wars Celebration or D23 this year.
Mm.
Hopefully something starts filming because then we can actually believe it. Until then,
Yeah.
who knows, man?
Ugh. All of our
But
faith is in Star Wars Starfighter, which is Mandalorian and
dude,
Grogu, but it's a human boy instead of a
I
little baby Yoda.
I'm that movie will make money. There's no doubt in my mind that that one's going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
a big hit and
Coming off
probably
Project Hail
recontextualize
Mary?
Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the cast is crazy too. Say what you will about Sean Levy, but that guy knows how to make a movie that people are going to go to.
Deadpool and Wolverine made a bunch of money, so,
Yeah. Did Free Guy make money? That was like a pandemic thing too.
yeah, I don't think so. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
331
it
million
did.
worldwide. Yeah, and that's
Wow.
in what, 2021? So that's actually pretty good.
That's
Yeah, August
crazy that it made that
2021.
much money.
That's pretty good. Hey, I
Is
I still
Ryan
stand
Reynolds
by
that
that
big?
being a
That's
fun
crazy.
movie. I stand by it. I
I
like
haven't
it.
seen it. I don't know if I can the from the just I mean, I'm basing it off of, like, clips I've seen. I'm like, I don't know if I can stomach this.
But he was
But it
just riffing
on a
on the
level that is
level. That was
freaking
some,
sublime.
oh, it's so good.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited for Starfighter. I am. It's crazy
Mm.
Amy Adams is in that.
Ooh, but she likes to be in bad movies a lot.
She does. It's just wild. But yeah, I think that's about it for us before we start
Yeah.
yapping too long, closing and opening with Star Wars for 30 minutes. Uh,
Yeah. Big
thank
Star
you
Wars
everybody for
week.
watching. Yeah, big Star Wars week. That's true. Maul was really good too. I guess I could have mentioned that at any other point. Maul,
Mm.
good show. Really good show. Finale, good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, what do we have next week? Mortal Kombat. Now that
Mortal
I will
Kombat
see.
2.
That'll be my first movie in a month. Will be Mortal Kombat 2. So I'll be blown away by it. I'll be giving it like a 5 stars. I'll be like, wow, that's what a
That's big.
movie is.
I just
That's
seen,
gonna be
on
fun.
Thursday, they're gonna be playing the first Mortal Kombat one, in theaters again. I must have just added it
That's
because only 1 ticket for it's been sold, so
oh, that's actually huge because I never got to see that in theaters.
there you go.
That's pretty
Magic
fun.
moment. And I think it's timed up so you can watch that and then watch, like, the first IMAX showing of 2,
Oh, that's cool. That's actually really
but it's,
cool.
like,
Okay,
2
cool.
hours
Well,
before, so
I'm excited for it. I can't believe I'm saying I'm genuinely I'm more excited for Street Fighter, which is crazy because I'm a big Mortal Kombat guy and I never really got into Street Fighter, but
Hmm.
I'm really excited for Mortal Kombat. I like that world a lot. Carl Urban, Johnny Cage,
I
gonna be
I
sick.
gotta lock in and watch the first one before I see
Dude,
two.
first
But
one's pretty good. I think it's still the highest viewed HBO Max movie ever, which is insane.
really,
Like that's why it's getting the sequel and it was tracking so well in October that they had to make it a summer release, if you remember.
yes, because they needed to make more money.
They
So
it
now
just would
if
have
it
been
flops, that's really embarrassing. It's gonna get beat by Devil Wears Prada 2, and they're gonna be like, "How could this happen?"
yeah. Dude, that October release, it would have it's so stupid. It's such a stupid plan. And it's also just probably not true. Like, why even? That's definitely
Yeah.
not why they delayed it. That would be whatever. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We appreciate you. We will see you next week for a big Mortal Kombat extravaganza. And yeah, until then, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, comment, whatever platform you're watching this on, and we will see you then.
And watch Game Night. Adios.